YouTube fam, what's the deal? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy JB tapping in with another vlog. Listen, if you're new here, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of my uploads. This month, we are pushing 2 to 3 videos this week, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of those uploads. It's been a busy week so far. December is always one of those months where it's like any job you're in, you know it's ramping up, and then toward the end of December, that's when everybody just can exhale. And that's the point where I'm at right now. Listen, I'm so fortunate that gigs are still coming in, and right now we're working on gigs for 2025, lock them in. So we're secured always, which is great. It's such a blessing. You know, I always put myself in a mindset of expecting positive outcomes, right? The people who have followed me this far on here, who've been following my journey for the past couple of months, and every single vlog, I give you guys kind of like some wisdom, something to help you and motivate you through the week. And this week, and I only really talk about those things because I'm actually going through it or I've been through it before. So this week, when I say I always expect positive things to happen, right? You got to start doing that for yourself. Expect the positive thing. Expect that things are always going to go your way. Expect that things eventually are going to go your way. Expect positive outcomes out of every circumstance that happens in your life. It's easy to get into a situation and your mind completely goes negative and you start thinking about the worst outcome that there is. And 9 times out of 10, those outcomes never happen. So you end up stressing yourself out. You end up having high, strong anxiety. And for what? For what reason? So instead of stressing yourself out, speak life into every situation that you're in, whatever it may be. Listen, I got a couple of situations I'm in right now where I'm like, it's gonna work out for me. Regardless of how it looks, regardless of how it sounds, regardless of what I think the outcome is going to be, I'm still going to speak life into my situation. It's always gonna work out for me. I can always expect the best. I can always expect positive outcomes. Because again, 9 times out of 10, the negative outcome that you thought was gonna happen did not happen at all. So in order for you to live stress-free, in order for you to have no anxiety when it comes down to trying to predict outcomes, stay positive, have positive intent, continue to speak life into your own situations, no matter how bad it seems. Because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Trouble don't last always. It does not. And so if you know that, if you know trouble don't last always, continue to speak life into your situation. That's the word I'm leaving with you today. Now, let's get into this vlog. Okay, look, I wanted to show y'all something. It's Taco Tuesday. There's a spot that I go to, and like, I bullshit me on these damn chips now. That's bullshit. Anyway, there's a spot that I go to that on Taco Tuesdays, it's 2 for 1. Now, the special thing about this place is that it is like, they have different, the 2 for 1 deals is potato tacos. I know that sounds weird, I know, but they're so good. All right, so I got 4, right? 4 potato tacos. And this is what they look like. Simple tacos. Hard shell tacos. And then the base is potato. You can't really see it in here. But what I do is, they gave you a little sauce, a little red sauce. And what I do is, I just kind of dunk this whole thing. That's what it looks like. In the red sauce. Get a little bit of red sauce and You can see it, potato. I know it's different. It's different, but it's so good. I used to get this all the time, Taco Tuesday, all the time. I got it so much where I had to start leaning off of it. But there's nothing like having a simple taco. When you start adding all the extra stuff in your tacos, that's when it like becomes where it's like, it's too much. Simple. Meat or potato, lettuce, cilantro, onions, cheese, a little verde sauce or red sauce. That's it. That's it. What do y'all prefer though? Y'all prefer the street soft corn tacos, or do you prefer a hard shell taco, or do you prefer a flour tortilla in your tacos? For me, it really depends. Like being in LA, most of the tacos are going to be the corn street tacos that they double up and they make them. We should go on a Taco Tuesday tour. We should do that. I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you guys later. Right. All right, my desk is currently looking insane right now. So it is Friday, and it is 8:50 a.m. Right now I'm getting ready to get on a call with a cheese brand. We just inked the deal with a cheese brand, and this is why I tell y'all, like, for my creators out there, like, diversify your content, because like I never thought that I would be doing like a good 5-figure deal with a cheese brand. How niche of a product category is that? This is what I'm talking about. Like, you don't necessarily have to do what everybody else is doing. If you just do lifestyle stuff, somebody's gonna come and give you some bread, and some good bread. Get ready to get on this call right now. Usually when they're paying you a good amount of money, they want to get on a call with you, make sure you understand what they're trying to do, the product, and how they want you to deliver it. They're really invested in you when they spend that much money. Parts of me are like, bruh, like, I get it, but like, y'all know what I do. Y'all selected me because y'all know my content, but I get it. I really hate these calls, to be honest with you. Today is gonna be a productive day. I actually am getting ready to, I really wanna do something special today. We'll talk about it after this call. I wanted to actually put this in another series and create another series for it, but we'll start it here. We'll start the journey here. We'll get into it after this call. Hang tight. Oh, let me go brush my hair. Oh shit, my hair looking crazy. Get my stuff right. At least you look presentable. At least. I'm happy to be here. Thank you guys for this call today.
Of course, we're so excited to be partnering with you.
Yeah, this is.
I told her, I said a Friday morning call. We love it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yes, we love being productive over here, so we love the flexibility.
All right, so these calls, they're usually like 10 minutes, right? 10 minutes out of my day. So that's done. And this content really is not due until the 6th of January. Anyway, so it's a beautiful Friday. Today, what I think I'm going to do is we are going to go look at some Porsches. We're gonna check them out. I think I'm gonna go to 2 dealerships just to kind of see. I am in the mode of like, I'm actually getting ready to buy this car, and I'm in a phase where I need to start test driving the car. I need to test drive and see how it feels, what I like, what I don't like. If I like something, we'll see. I'm not guaranteeing anything, but I'm now putting myself there mentally and be able to touch, feel the car. These are the steps of my visualizing what I want. Like, after I have said my affirmations for months and months and months, I start to visualize it. Remember when I talked to you guys, when I'm driving my own car, my Tesla, it's not a Tesla, it's a Porsche, right? And then the next step is to physically go see it, right? If you want an Apple computer, if you want a new computer, guess what I would do? I would say affirmations, I would visualize it like I already have it, and then I would go touch it, see it, feel it, interact with it. So now I'm putting myself into ownership of it. So that's what we're gonna go do today. Gonna go test drive maybe 1 or 2, Porsches and 911, 991 to be exact. Again, guys, this is, once I get real deep into this is gonna become its own series. So if you're a car person, if you like cars and all that good stuff like that, I'm creating its own series on this channel. I won't create that until probably around maybe February, when we get full-fledged into like this car and trying to do modifications, all that stuff like that. That's when I'll have it as a separate series on this channel. But let's get into this day. Let's go.
Wake up and bake up this year, jump out the crib, stack up my C-note this year, killing my ego this year, all for the people this year, only believe in the real, I do believe in no fear, and I got gang in it.
Over here, I made it, prepare myself to get hounded by these salespeople, and so I'm just gonna kind of walk the lot and see exactly where this car is and try to get unnoticed, which I don't think is gonna happen at all. But because I want to be by myself with the car, take a look at it, and just be without a salesperson for a second. Let's see if I can do that. I do see the car. Ooh, baby. That looks really clean. I don't know about these scratches, y'all. Oh, that's not scratches, just buffs. But this thing right here, 911. This is the base though. I like it. Maybe we should test drive. We should definitely test drive.
Laid back, geeky, smoking on dope, that diesel, young nigga gone off the deep end, running till it miss my season. I keep a stack of them blessings, I'm ballin', I'm play callin'. They chain on me matching my smile, you know that I stay saucing. Wrist flooded, she drowning.
All right, so I'm back for the test drive and finally done. Didn't really take that much to get going. Spoke to the guy. You can tell when people give you the energy like they don't take you serious, right? Until you start really talking that talk. Y'all know that talk. But anyway, I feel like I wasn't taken serious a little bit, but neither here nor there. The car looked really good. The interior looked really good. However, looking at the records, there was some damage done to the back left side of the bumper, and so they really don't specify what was done. So if that's the issue, which is kind of one of those things where I'm like, I don't know if I want to pull anything that was in any type of fender bender or whatever it is. I don't want to deal with none of that, first and foremost. But the drive, talk about the drive a little bit. Coming from an electric car and going to a gas-powered car, like electric car off the jump is super fast, super fun to drive. It feels like you're driving a go-kart, really. Like this Model 3 is fast and fun, right? So when you're dealing with a driver's car like a Porsche, like you have to appreciate the engine and all that stuff, like the engine being in the back of you and all that stuff like that. So I'm getting into that zone. The one thing I will say is that like the base model situation wasn't, I feel like I should be getting the sport model, right? I should be looking into that, which that was what I was looking into getting before. I just wanted to start test driving, but I need a little bit more power. I think the one that we're going to look at is actually a 991.2, so it's a newer version of what I just drove. I want to see if I'm going to get the same torque, the same power out of this one too. We'll see if it's a Carrera S, a sports model. I do think it's a sports model, but if it's not, I'll drive it, I'll test drive it, but I feel like I need it. And with all of this, even though this car was clean, the clean interior, didn't really like the damage reported on the bumper situation, don't like that at all. I'm probably not gonna go for that, but it was a nice drive. It definitely was a nice drive. I'm not necessarily worried about the color per se, because I'm gonna wrap it anyway, and I'm gonna wrap it to the color that I would like. I'm glad that it had a sunroof. Here's the things that I need. I need PDK, I need it to be a Carrera S, I need it to have a sunroof, because I'm never gonna drive a car that doesn't have some type of roof situation. I'm never gonna do that. A clean title, I need it to have clean exterior. The exterior needs to be not flawless. I understand it's a used car, so not necessarily flawless, but not damaged or anything like that. So I need the service records to be on par. I'm not playing with that. So overall, I'll give this test drive a 7 out of 10 because of the service, but also because the car wasn't really the car that I actually want. All right, y'all, on to the next spot and see this newer Porsche. Now, I will say it's at a Chevy dealership, and so I'm supposed to be looking for a lady named Betty. I ain't saying nothing wrong with Betty, but Betty better take me serious up in here. Let's go.
These days is different. I mostly beat on myself. I don't want to spoil a couple things I prayed for and was gifted. Just peek the drive, see how I stayed in my lane when they shifted. I knew that time could not erase what my destiny's written. Right there next to these writtens. In my skin and my DNA like the one that was risen. I'm out that grave and I'm where life is the only decision. I'm not alone in my plight. I want you alone.
Okay, so let's talk about this right now. This place kind of pissed me off a little bit. So I'm at Chevrolet and Carlton, and so I'm looking at this beautiful, it's definitely an updated version from what you guys last saw. Just, it's a year older, but it's a facelift. The interior is a little bit more updated, stuff like that. Now, as you could imagine, this happened pretty fast. You know, my biggest thing was it had the PDK that I was looking for, which was great, but it didn't have a sunroof. Again, I'm not settling for anything. I want what I want. However, I'm like, yo, I understand it's on the showroom, but if I come back tomorrow, can I do a test drive? Because I want to do a test drive. And he's like, oh, yeah, no, we can't. First of all, he was like, we can't do a test drive without running your credit. I was like, what? Oh, you know, that's just dealership policy. And I'm like, bro, like, you're not running my credit for me to do a test drive, for me to see if I like the car or not. So he's trying to break it down to me like, if you own a business, you want to see if people No, bro. Like, they've brainwashed you because of, they probably have some bad characters that come in here and that just be test driving your cars. And I get it. The car is $70,000. I get it. It's not like the car is like $200,000. And I think that's what happens when you have brands like this. Like, there's like a Porsche at a Chevrolet dealership, because now they're like looking at it like, oh, it's a 70 grand car and all our other cars are like 40 grand. And so these are our prized possessions. So we can't have people that are not qualified do it. First of all, y'all are running a shit show over here, number one. When you're dealing with dealerships that like don't specialize in Porsche, they don't know what they be talking about. Another guy came over to me. He was great. His name was, I'm not gonna say his name on here, but he was great. He was talking to me about the car, and he's a Porsche enthusiast, right? Just like me. And so we're able to kind of have like a good conversation. And he was just like, yo, if I can kind of like find a way to get you a test drive, like, would you be cool with the car even though it doesn't have a sunroof? And like, at this point, I'm like, it's a great car, but like, because I have to go through all of this to just drive a car, like, what the fuck? I'm not doing that at all. So now it's 1:16, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go to another dealership. There's another 911 that I wanted to see that's in Santa Monica. It's red, it's a drop top, and I wanted to see it, but like, where the time is right now, I'm gonna be stuck in traffic all day. So let's cut it right here. Let's go find a place to get some lunch, and let's call it a day.
Like a real anthem. Shawty saw my wallet, now she think a new answer. Whoa, telling me she wanted me to hammer. Trying to get saved, baby, I am not the answer. No, I can never trick on the bone, plus the bitch my with a kiss on my lips. Like, I am not a pimp with a limp. I'm a man with a gift, and I'm doing my shit. Like,
all right, it is Saturday. It's a beautiful day out. Just got done with a workout. Got a couple errands to do today. I'm thinking. Ooh, about to get real bright. Ooh, bright as hell. I'm thinking I do want to do one more test drive today. Just to do it. And then I want to go do some lunch by myself. And then I got a couple of errands to run, so we're gonna go do that today. We're gonna finish this vlog off strong. Damn, the pool looks amazing. Show y'all. It's still a bit warm out here. I don't know what the weather is where you guys are at, but it's a bit warm out here. This is what my pool looks like. Honestly, it feels like I just want to jump in, but nevertheless, great workout. It's a beautiful day outside. Let's get this day started. Let's end this vlog strong. Let's go. All right, so real quick, y'all, before I get this day started, so I've been thinking about like taking a maybe mini vacation, right? Where should I go? So I'm thinking like, should I go in a couple of weeks? Should I go in the new year, early in the new year? I think I'm scheduled to go to Jalisco, Mexico, like end of January, early February, to go with a tequila brand. So that's in Mexico, but that's not like it's a branded trip. So it's like almost kind of like work. We're having fun, but it's also work. So I was thinking like, where should I go? Like everywhere is like cold basically, except like Australia, like the Caribbean. I thought about going to Mexico City. I haven't taken you guys there. I love Mexico City. It's one of my favorite cities out here. It's 3 hours from LA. And it's pretty much cheap to go to. And shit, doing a solo travel there, that would be dope. I like that. There's no beaches there, but there's good food. Like I can relax, chill, do some vlogging. Or I can go to like London, but London is cold as hell right now. Where else? I mean, Japan, I could go back to Japan, but it's probably gonna be cold as hell right now. Where should I go, y'all? And it doesn't have to be a long trip. Like I can go anywhere for 72 hours. I literally can do that. I don't mind. I don't care how long the flight is. Like I could be in and out of a city. It doesn't matter if it's Japan, doesn't matter if it's Italy, whatever. I don't know what it is. Like I have a rush when it comes to like traveling and only spending a small amount of time in a city, especially if you've been to that city already. Like Japan, I don't need 2 weeks in Japan. I do not. Like I can go to Japan and spend 3 days in Japan and be back here. Italy, same thing with Italy. There's a couple places in Italy that I haven't gone, but I don't know if I want to go in the winter time. Like I want to go to Milan, I want to go to Tuscany, I want to go to Rome. Haven't been there. Damn, where should I go, y'all? Give me some suggestions where I should go. It could be this month, it could be next month. My birthday's coming up end of February, so I'll definitely probably do something there. I got a little surprise for y'all. Got something coming toward my birthday, which is gonna be a new addition to this channel too as well. Not the Porsche. So hang out for that. I'll bring that up maybe in a couple of weeks, another month or so. But where should I go? Is there any other place? I don't want to go Cancun. I'm not a Tulum guy at all. Just that's not my scene at all. I don't like it. Yeah, help me out, y'all. Let me know down in the comments. Give me some suggestions where you think I should go. Yeah, I want to be somewhere warm to really enjoy it, but also like I don't really care. I just don't want it to be snowing. I just don't want it to be snowing. So let me know down in the comments where you guys think I should go in the next month or so. Cause I definitely need to like take a couple of days, relax. Of course I'll be vlogging, but like, I don't consider this like work until I have to like edit the shit. But where should I go, y'all? Let me know down in the comments where I should go. I'm about to eat some breakfast right now and then get this day started. We'll go straight to doing a test drive. We're gonna test drive a Porsche 911. This one actually is a drop top, so I don't really want a drop top, but I want to test this one out. I want to see. Again, guys, we're just getting our feet wet. From what you guys saw before, I don't expect the dealership, because again, it's a Chrysler dealership in Santa Monica. It's not a Porsche dealership. So I don't expect them to know the ins and outs of the car. Again, we're just kind of looking around, test driving, getting our feet wet here. And then probably the next month or so, I'm going to really dive deep and we're going to get this car. We definitely gonna get this car. All right, back. Almost had an issue up in there. Same exact thing. And bro, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, this whole thing about having to check somebody's credit when you come to a dealership, it happened to me again. And so I looked at the guy and I was like, bro, I'm not doing that. He was like, sorry. And so he tried to explain. He was like, it's not a racial thing or anything like that. It's not a racial thing. He's like, sometimes we get kids that come in here and want to drive the car. I said, bro, even if it's like a college kid, you have no idea how much money a college kid has, especially a college kid that lives in LA, in Santa Monica. You guys are profiling. If any of y'all get into a situation like that, don't go for it. Don't go for it, because they playing you. They playing you. It's a way for them to profile you. It doesn't have to be a race thing. It's more of, they want to make sure. Maybe it is a race thing. Maybe it's an age thing. Maybe they look at you and be like, we need to make sure he is qualified. Anyway, so he's like trying to explain to me, yo, it's my second day. This is kind of what they told me to do and shit like that. And I'm like, bro, he was like, no, he was like, let's go. He said, let's go. This is why I said, don't let people like that play with you, because he still was like, let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's do the test drive right now. And I'm like, I don't even want to do it. At that point, I'm like, bro, I'm good. Let me just take my videos and I'm out. No, let's do it. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to do it. I'm still going to do it. You drive this out to the street and then we're going to drive. So I ended up driving the car. The car felt really, really good. Once I got the car parked, and this is kind of why I don't really like convertibles, drop tops, because there's a lot of wear and tear that happens on the car in the interior because there's no roof. And a lot of people drive with the top off. So there's going to be a lot of wear and tear in the interior side. So this interior was, it was a 7 out of, for a used car, it was a 7 out of 10. Not bad. Maybe a 6.5 out of 10. But as I started looking around the car, I started to notice there's certain alignments that weren't right. When I went to the back of the car, I'm like, wait, the tail is not flush. So in a Porsche 911, there's a tail that pops in and out, and the tail was not flush. And I noticed that, it was flushed on one side, but the other side, it wasn't flush. It was coming up a bit. And I'm like, wait, can you go in the car and like lift up the tail and then put it down for me? So he lifts up the tail, he puts it down, and sure enough, there's a big gap between this side on the tail and this side where it's flush. So you can tell there's like a hydraulic situation that's uneven there. And I'm like, if I didn't have that wherewithal to kind of look and know what I'm looking at, like, they could have sold me a car that like is not in really mechanically sound condition. He told me that they had about 3 people that had appointments today, and I hope these people actually look at that. As I was looking at the tail, one of the mechanics from Dodge kind of walked over, I guess on his break. He looked at it, he was like, yeah, man, we just took it to the dealership. They were supposed to fix that. And I'm like, so that's done. Now we go get lunch. All right, y'all. So, just got back in the car and got my favorite sandwich spot in LA called Bay City Subs. I don't care what nobody say. This is the best deli sandwich you can get, right? So, chips. Then the sandwich, so this is the Godmother. The Godmother comes with turkey, ham, pepperoni, salami, and it's really, really good. And so they ask you if you want it to be like regular or do you want it to be spicy. One thing about this bread, it's a Italian bread, and this bread is like not the softest, right? And this is what it looks like on the inside, y'all. All of this is like mayo and peppers, mustard, all of that. It's so good, y'all. Let's try it. God, I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't tell y'all what else was on here. Lettuce, tomato, jalapeno peppers. It's so balanced. And the crust. It just doesn't get any better than this. It doesn't. As I mentioned before, I'm never going to eat any sandwich, any deli sandwich. It don't even have to be deli sandwich. Peanut butter and jelly. No matter what kind of sandwich it is, if it ain't got chips with it, I ain't eating it. I'm not eating it. Let me see how long it'll take me to get home. 32 minutes. So I kind of got to get going as the day starts to progress, especially on a Saturday. I'm trying to go from Santa Monica to downtown, which is only 13 miles. It takes 32 minutes right now. That can easily turn into an hour. And I ain't trying to be stuck in traffic on a Saturday trying to get home. So let me finish this, run some errands, try to get home, try to catch the rest of this game, and then smoke a little cigar. Sounds like a good day to me. Have a little wine. Oh, maybe I should go to the wine shop. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, this is legacy approved. I had a vision before them folks had a clue. Thank God I still had ability when we didn't have a roof. I couldn't even think of stability, let alone had the tools to be making change, and it ain't that ancient a memory. Strange that I can't forget where I came, but don't know if they'll do the same and remember me till I'm painting a bigger picture, making some bigger figures. I can't get stuck in that lane that's deeper to be delivered. Trust me, I've been working in mercy, Lord. Trusting my process, I'm honest. Looking for progress and pushing forward. Know I might fall while I'm running. I pick myself up.
All right, so to end the vlog, a sunset on the rooftop in downtown LA. Sunset's beautiful today. That's what I'm smoking on today. Keeping it light, keeping it small, so I don't have to be out here all night. Got my wine with me. I don't think I'm supposed to be smoking up here, but I'll leave y'all with this. What we talked about earlier. Expect good things to happen in your life. And when you do that, good things end up happening in your life. Don't focus on negativity, because that's gonna get you nowhere but being stressed, as I said before. And just remember that, y'all. It's all about positivity. It's all about thinking about the best outcomes that's gonna happen in your life. Period. If you made it this far in the vlog, I appreciate all of you guys for watching as usual, per usual. Y'all just keep inspiring me to keep going and be consistent with this. Every time I see you guys comment and, say that you love the videos, that's what keeps me going. And I'm making sure y'all keep me accountable, and I make sure that I'm ready to post every single Sunday at the very minimum. I'm gonna enjoy this cigar. I'm gonna enjoy this wine and end this vlog on a high note, looking over the city, with a sunset in LA. I couldn't ask for anything better than this. Super blessed, as you guys know. So this is your boy JB checking out. I'll see you guys next week in the next video. Peace.